Welcome to another episode of RVcast, brought to you by Curb and Turf. And what we're bringing you today is the curb part of Curb and Turf. See, one of the questions that we get from potential hosts is my property a right fit to host on Curb and Turf? And this demonstrates you can have anything from a curbside spot all the way to a spot on a 500-acre ranch and everything in between. So we're staying with my good friend Steve, and he has offered his driveway as a place to stay for the night or for an extended stay. And the cool thing about Curb and Turf is the connections that you make with the host. And in this case, Steve gives us some insight on where to recreate nearby, what to do while you're in Salt Lake City, and how to enjoy the beautiful Wasatch Front Mountains. And so sit back and enjoy this episode of RVcast. Okay, welcome to another episode of RVcast. I'm actually here with an old high school friend. And when I say old, I mean old.
Can you believe this guy?
This is my friend Steve. And as mentioned in the intro, a lot of people are wondering, hey, what kind of property is required to become a Curb and Turf host? And Steve just said, hey.
You can come park right on my driveway right here. And as you can see, if you can get the mountains right up here, there's a lot of wonderful things you can do around here at Cottonwood Heights.
So this is in Salt Lake City, Utah. And this is the neighborhood that you grew up in. In fact, the house that you grew up in.
That's right.
And so let's just make our way down the street and tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up here. So you grew up in the neighborhood here.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the highlights of the neighborhood that you've enjoyed?
Well, and we're actually headed down there right now, but we live just a block and a half here, or a couple of blocks to the rec center, Cottonwood Heights Rec Center, where they've got outdoor swimming, they've got diving platforms, ice skating rink, and so I grew up with all of that just a couple of blocks down the street.
You know, I remember as a kid, because I grew up, probably about 5 miles in the other direction, but we were still in the same district as the Cottonwood Heights Rec Center, so that was available to us as well.
Right.
And when they built that outdoor pool, that was a game changer. It was a beautiful, beautiful spot. So is that available for guests, or do you have to live in the neighborhood?
No, it's definitely available to guests. I think when you're a visitor, you pay a little bit extra, but it's well worth it, and the prices are great.
Yeah. And so Julesie's taking a break here, has to sniff everything. So what's all included in the Cottonwood Heights Rec Center? You got the swimming pool.
You have the ice skating, and the swimming pool is indoor and outdoor.
Right.
So.
Yeah, in fact, when I was a little kid, I remember going up there when it was just the indoor pool, and that's where I learned to swim, actually.
Yeah, that's where I learned to swim as well.
Because they had the deep end, and I'd go down to the corner of the deep end, and I'd go from one side to the other side, and one time I didn't make it, and I started to freak out, and that's when I actually figured out, this is how you stay.
Yeah, this is how you stay up and not drown.
Right.
Yeah,
so it was a near-death experience, but I came out learning how to swim.
That's awesome.
So, and then they've also got weights, exercise equipment.
Big weight room, and as you can tell, I'm there every day.
Yep. I was wondering why you didn't mention that from the get-go, and I figured, maybe Steve doesn't know there's a weight room there.
How dare you?
Right?
Yeah.
So both of us were of that generation that a bike was our freedom.
Yeah.
Right? And so was that the thing, is to just jump on your bike and head down to the rec center?
Oh yeah, well, not only jump on your bike and head there, but we'd hear stories up in the foothills right up here by Big Cottonwood Canyon of gold. And so we'd take our bikes up there searching old little mine shafts. Yeah.
So I didn't know there were actual mine shafts up there.
Yeah.
From way back in the old mining
way
days,
back,
huh?
yeah, there's a couple of them.
That's awesome. And this was just a great neighborhood.
Yeah.
To grow
it was
up
great.
in. You had a whole spattering of guys your age that you'd hang out. You were involved in scouting as a kid.
Eagle Scout here.
Yeah.
Now, you weren't an Eagle, right?
Oh, thanks for mentioning that,
well,
Steve.
I just wanted to get that on the record.
So what did you do for your Eagle project?
We landscaped. I had a sister who's now since passed, but we landscaped an area for, like, she belonged to a program a day program that she'd go and learn skills. And so we landscaped an area where they could have lunch.
Because she was special needs.
Yes.
Well, that's nice. I was going to make fun of your Eagle project, but then you had to pull the special needs card.
Now, what did you do for yours? Or you never?
No, I actually did my Eagle project.
Did?
I just didn't get my safety merit badge.
Well,
And so it's a wonder I'm still alive because I never did learn how to be safe.
If it weren't for my mom, I wouldn't have gotten it. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, I love your mom, by the way. And tell me some of your favorite, so anybody that's, going to come, stay in the city.
Right.
What are some of your favorite places to eat around here?
Porcupine Grill.
Yeah.
It's just 2 minutes, mouth of Big Cottonwood Canyon. Great place.
What do you like about that place?
I love their wood fire pizza.
Yeah.
So.
And they've got a cool patio that you can sit out on, look straight up the canyon or out over the city.
Yep, there's that. There's a Rooted Cafe here in Cottonwood Heights. It's really good. It's a little local place.
Yeah.
There's Market Street Grill, which isn't too far away.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
And the taco shop.
Oh, yeah, the taco shop's great.
So, anything from
Lone Star Taqueria.
Lone Star. So we've had some tacos there. We went down there and enjoyed some conversation over a nice taco and a couple of sodas. And so anything just within a few miles, you can grab something as casual dining like the taqueria or Market Street Grill, which is a little bit more upscale. And this is the Cottonwood Heights. We called it the Spa growing up.
Yeah, we called it the Spa.
So, but it's a rec center.
Rec center.
Yeah. So, do you have any crazy stories about the rec center growing up?
Oh, yeah. Please. Lots of stories.
So what's the craziest thing that you ever did here at the rec center?
I don't know if I should say that in public, but
I think the statute of limitations.
Yeah, just skinny dipping, late at night, running the mats. They'd laid the mats out on, we were just wild kids in the 80s. So, and this used to be a tennis court.
Yeah, up on top here. This is just a big water tank that serves the whole Cottonwood Heights area.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
let's, so this is an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Yep.
And it's got the diving platforms, the 10-meter platform, high dives, all that stuff. Did you ever? Yeah,
the rock one it wasn't built of the rock that you can see right there. But it was those Olympic platforms.
Right.
And so we jump off those.
Did you ever get good at like gainers and double twists?
Not me, but a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to tell you that I was great at that, but the only thing I was great at is taking off my clothes and running those mats.
So So running the mats, they'd lay the mats out at night to keep the heat in.
Yeah.
And so what? Those were just like the width of a lane?
Well,
The
no,
mats?
they had the mats completely covered, and they've added to these pools since then. But yeah, we just see who could get the furthest without falling.
So did you ever get caught?
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. We had one of our friends up there on that top platform. The lights came out, security lights. We jumped the fence, take our friend's clothes, and he's stuck up on that platform. They're telling him to jump down. So we had a good time.
Oh, so if memory serves me right, there was a time where somebody was in the middle of the pool, right? In between the mats, and the security guards walking around the pool.
They're hiding.
And yeah, because if those mats were like the width of a lane, but they were the full length of the pool.
They were right.
And so it was one continuous mat, so you could run as far as you could run, and the further out you got, the more high stepping you had to do.
That's right.
And we won't mention Kenny's name, but I think no. Wasn't it him that got caught in the middle and the security guard came out and said, "Hey, you come here," and he's like,
I believe it was.
"You come and get me."
Yeah, oh yeah, that was it. You come and get me. And then when he came, he got away. He did get away.
Just snuck under the mats and swam to the opposite end of the pool.
That's right.
Because you have no idea where you are if you're hidden under the mats, right? But, well, a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
So,
well, this is a cool place. And so plenty for any family to do.
oh yeah.
The ice skating rink, the weight room, the pools. Do they still have racquetball
Yeah.
here?
Yep. Racquetball,
courts. And have they added
Pickleball.
like pickleball and all that jazz?
basketball.
Well, very
they've
cool.
They've got everything. So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You know, this is a lot of fun because one of the main things about Curb and Turf is making connections, and Steve is about as cool as you can get.
Oh, listen to him.
So, making connections with, in my case, an old high school buddy, and great friend, and anybody staying in Salt Lake City that wants easy access to the canyon.
20 minutes top of the canyon from where we're at.
And
so.
what's your favorite part of the canyon?
I love going up to Brighton and walking around Silver Lake. That's just my go-to. It's like 3/4 of a mile around a small lake, and it's beautiful.
Have you ever seen any wildlife up there?
Oh, I saw a bear once with you. Do you remember that?
It wasn't a bear.
It was a bear. Trust me.
It was dusk.
It was a bear.
And we shouldn't have been hiking on that trail at dusk.
No.
Because it got dark pretty quick.
It may have been a moose, but whatever it was could have hurt us.
Yeah, whatever it was, we stopped and we're like,
yeah, we had no flashlight. It was dark, and we said, let's go back around the other way we came. I don't want to pass this thing. So,
because the cool thing about that trail is it is actually a loop all the way around Silver Lake on a boardwalk and an improved trail. So it's really easy. It's not a strenuous hike at all.
Not at all. I mean, look at me. I can do it.
So, and you're going to see wildlife. There's people up there fishing all the time, and it's a natural lake.
Yeah.
There's no reservoir dam or anything like that. It's a runoff lake, inlet streams, an outlet stream, and just a gorgeous spot.
Yeah.
And during the summer, when it's close to 100 degrees or more in the valley here, you can get up to Brighton in 20 minutes from here. And the temperature change is dramatic.
It's like 10, 15 degree difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And so really cool. What about winter? Nice place to
Great
come
place
and
to ski.
ski.
Oh yeah, like
What are the ski resorts up that canyon?
you have Big Cottonwood, you have Solitude and Brighton, and then Little Cottonwood you have Snowbird and Alta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Some of the best resorts in the world.
Yeah.
So.
Like we used to say growing up is that the greatest snow on earth is always dropped in the mountains of Salt Lake City, and then Denver got whatever was left over.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, it really is the greatest snow on earth.
It is.
It's that snow that you pick up and it just sifts through your hands. You can't even pack it.
Right.
Because
it's just dry and
just powder.
Crisp, yeah.
Yeah, so cool. And so easy access to the canyon, easy access to anything in the valley, the Salt Lake Valley. And Salt Lake is coming into its own, right? An NBA team. They
NHL
They
team.
just got an NHL team, and they're in negotiations to bring an MLB team. They've got a AAA baseball team
right
here, the Bees, and that baseball field is ranked in tops in the nation because
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah, because from home plate you're looking at the Wasatch Mountains.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And it's just a gorgeous place. The ball flies because of the elevation here.
Oh yeah, I was just at a game for the 4th of July. It was nice. It was really nice. So.
That's cool. Well, hey, anybody passing through Salt Lake or looking for Salt Lake as a destination, either one of those, you can check out Steve's place as a Curb and Turf site. Check the show notes below for a link to make a reservation. And hey, it's a pleasure, Steve.
It's
Thanks for
good.
taking the
Yeah,
time.
it's good seeing you.
It's great to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning into another episode of RVcast. We hope you enjoyed hearing about our latest adventures on the road.
And don't forget, if you're itching to explore unique and interesting RV destinations, be sure to download the Curb and Turf app.
That's right, Curb and Turf, it's your go-to for finding those hidden gems off the beaten path. And hey, if you own property and you want to share your slice of paradise with fellow travelers, why not become a host yourself?
Absolutely. Just head over to curbandturf.com/start hosting to get started, or reach out to us for more information.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss a future episode, so be sure to subscribe to RVcast so that you never miss a beat.
Until next time, happy trails and safe travels.
We'll see you on the road.